In ancient time, one of the most powerful leaders among all the other leaders in the world, Alexander III of Macedonia, known as Alexander the Great, the greatest leader among the Persian Empire. According to historians, they have stated Alexander was born in around 356 BC in 10 to 11 June 323 BC. You may know him from the movie or a documentary called Alexander the Great. Throughout his life, he have accomplished a lot of things, such as leading the army to the war. According to historychannel.com.us, when Alexander was 16, his father led an army into a Thrace and left the young prince in charge of ruling Macedonia in his absence. During this time, nearby tribes wanted to invade and strike back against Macedonia. Alexander quickly raised an army and quelled the rebels. Alexander proceeded to lead his army across more than 1,700 kilometers of land, founding 70 cities and remained undefeated in battles. His inspired fierce, loyal men, and you can see from the map, he have invaded a lot of different countries throughout the world into the North India. Because of his massive accomplishment, people are very loyal, not just men, but the entire empire. With his greatness, people admire him like God. They began to make something in order to honor their God by making different sculptures and art, whereas for some reason they have made a coin with his face and Athena ascending for his strategy in war that led the empire to a very safe and powerful empire of all time. About this particular coin, the reason why people talk about this ancient coin it is because it attracts the attention of researchers to find out the reason, the process, the way people use in their day-to-day basis. We can know from the production of coin nowadays are likely to be very different than the past. According to APMEX, it has stated the process of coin production was very different from then and until now. The metal contained within the coins over the years changed along with the techniques in each nation and civilization offered uniqueness in the overall production process. People within those days used their coin just for shelters, for living, for food, for water, to pay taxes. Overall, it doesn't really seem to be much qualified as like the most important thing, because during those time coins are used for just for food and to pay taxes to the government. Coin mining techniques were shrouded in secrecy and antiquity. Because of this secrecy, we don't know precisely how the ancient people produced their coins, but the modern experiments like this one have attempted to recreate a better understanding for those techniques. Coins such as this of metals called blanks. In this experimental recreation, a mold is prepared to create a number of blanks. It is made up of foundry sand, a mixture of clay and sand that can resist high temperatures. It is then poured into a mold and allowed to cool. When it is cooled, the blanks are trimmed to remove excess silver left over from the connecting channels. The final step in the process is transform a blank into currency. Two metal dies will make an impression of either side of the blank, creating images that stands out in relief. In this case, it is a face of the great King Alexander the Great on one side, and on the other side is an impression of the Greek myth, the goddess of wisdom, strategies in war, Athena. It can also call an upwards and reverse, or heads and tails. We then place it on the top of either side, outwards or reverse side, and slam it by a hammer. We then have our coin and ready to use. But for time as time passed by, people are changing and trying to make new image of the coins. And some during the Macedonian coins have a side with a horse and other side of the helmet of Alexander the Great.